Once upon a time, beneath the twisted roots of an old oak tree, in a cozy burrow lined with soft moss and fallen leaves, lived a curious young rabbit named Peter. With his snowy white tail and ears that twitched at every sound, Peter was known in the meadow for getting into just a bit more mischief than most. One sunny morning, the air smelled of clover, and the breeze carried birdsong through the trees. Peter's mother was stirring a pot of carrot stew when she paused and turned to him. "Peter," she said kindly but firmly, "promise me you'll stay away from Farmer Gribble's garden. Remember what happened to your father when he went looking for lettuce." Peter's ears drooped slightly, but his eyes sparkled with curiosity. "I promise," he mumbled, crossing his toes behind his back. But as soon as his mother turned away, Peter slipped out the burrow door and bounded through the tall grass, drawn like a magnet toward the very place he was told to avoid, Farmer Gribble's garden. It wasn't just the vegetables that tempted him today. Peter had heard from a chattering bluebird that a magical glowing turnip had sprouted there, big as a pumpkin and glowing faintly in the moonlight. He had to see it for himself. With a wriggle and a squeeze, Peter pushed through a loose board in the fence and tumbled into the garden. His eyes widened. There were rows of shiny tomatoes, sweet-smelling herbs, and crunchy radishes. But there, near the back fence, was the glowing turnip. It shimmered softly like it was made of moonlight. Peter scurried forward and reached out a paw. Snap! A loud sound cracked through the garden, the creak of a door. Farmer Gribble was out with his floppy hat and muddy boots, humming a tune and carrying a basket. Peter froze. "Oi!" shouted the farmer, spotting the little rabbit beside the glowing vegetable. "You again?" Peter bolted. He darted between rows of peas and under cabbage leaves. But this time, Farmer Gribble was quicker than expected. With surprising speed, he dropped his basket and lunged. Peter leapt away, but his foot snagged on a vine and thud. He tumbled into a flower pot. The pot toppled over, spilling soil and petals as Peter scrambled out, dazed but unharmed. Behind him, the farmer was getting closer. Just then, a red squirrel zipped along the fence. "This way," she chirped, pointing with her bushy tail. Peter didn't hesitate. He followed her along a twisting path of overturned watering cans and garden gnomes. At the edge of the garden, she lifted a flap of vines revealing a tunnel Peter hadn't seen before. With one last glance behind him, Peter dove in, and landed in a pile of soft grass just outside the fence. He was free. "Thanks," Peter gasped. The squirrel winked. "Next time, maybe listen to your mum." Peter trudged home through the tall grass, his fur dusty and his heart still racing.